Hey folks, since this is the last video, I thought that I would just put in a little bit here at the beginning explaining one thing. So I'm back here in the town because you might remember this
This book is entitled The Annual
Book of General Knowledge. Now, there were a few things here which I didn't quite understand the meaning of at the time. A few of them are a little more clear now. This about a wise man reads the lines in the sand for direction. That will become clearer later in this video. Mixing animal hair and lotions, that will also happen later in this video. But the very first thing here, eating certain types of fish has remarkable transformative effects. Well, I didn't know what that meant until one of my viewers commented on the previous video explaining that there is in fact an alternate solution to the fish puzzle. So if we come back here to yeah, exactly here where we had just gotten to the tower realm. So I had complained in the previous video that it seems a little unfair or kind of inhumane. It's a little cruel of Graham to catch this fish and then leave it kind of flopping and strangling or suffocating on the ground and then tossing it back into the water. I thought, I think I said something like, it would be nice if they had come up with an alternate solution to that to make that more humane. Well, one of my viewers pointed out there is in fact an alternate solution for this puzzle. They did put a second solution to the puzzle in this video, but the alternate solution is actually less humane. So let me go ahead and show you what it... You can probably already guess what it is. I mean, the whole thing about eating fish has transformative properties probably gave it away. But let's go ahead and show you what you probably already know. So we go fishing, and we go fishing a lot because Graham often has terrible luck catching fish in this context.
You cast the net into the tranquil sea. Upon retrieving it, you see that you have caught a large golden fish. It falls from the net and flops helplessly on the beach.
And you can actually pick the fish up.
You grab the flopping fish.
But you can decide to just drop it back on the ground.
You drop the gasping fish back onto the sandy blue shore.
And...
oh dear, the beautiful golden fish has died. What a pity.
I wonder what happens. I actually really don't know what happens in the original King's Quest 2 if you let the fish die. Are you just stuck then? Is that another famous Sierra dead end? Or does the fish just not die? I don't know. But anyway, this game doesn't have any... I mean, I think I've mentioned before, this game supposedly doesn't have any dead ends. So what do you do now when the beautiful golden fish dies? Well, you do exactly what you probably think you would do. You have a snack.
You cut open the dead fish with your sword. Upon doing so, you notice that its flesh is also a bright golden color. You strip a few pieces of the fish's flesh. After eating the fish pieces, you feel a very odd sensation running through your entire body.
Oh, I know what that's like. Usually you need to find a toilet quickly when you have that after eating something funny. But in this case, Graham has to go for a swim. And that was it. That was the alternate solution to the puzzle. Is that not hokey or what? First of all, it's a completely hokey solution. And secondly, whose bright idea was it to make the alternate solution here more cruel and more... I don't know. I really don't know what to make of this. I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but what shall I say? Hey, it is what it is. I wanted to show that because somebody did point it out. Thank you to the viewer who did point it out. Thank you for pointing out to me that there is in fact an alternate solution here, even if it is kind of a bad solution. I think that's it for me. So So I'm going to go ahead and cut off here, and we will transition into the main video where I and my girlfriend actually finished the game. But just before I finish this little segment, I just want to give a huge thanks to my girlfriend who worked for days and days and days editing the audio in these last few videos. So when we recorded these videos, I think I mentioned we were using one of those conference microphones like you sometimes see in, like in office boardrooms and things like that. And the problem with it was that it didn't pick up our voices very well. And the game audio was way too loud against our voices. So what my girlfriend did is that she basically, she actually balanced out all of the audio levels by hand. She actually, like, how you, if you see like in audio editing programs, you can kind of see the sound wave. She actually went manually dragging all the audio levels around until they sounded balanced. So literally just like with a mouse, just dragging every single point of audio to a point where it was better balanced out. So if you've been wondering why it took so long for me to upload these videos, especially this last one, that is the reason why. She's been hard at work editing the audio levels for the videos, and it has taken her an insane amount of work. But she was willing to do it. I was almost ready just to scrap the videos and say maybe we should just like re-record them, or maybe I'll just record the videos by myself. But she said no. It's she was willing to do the work, and she did. So again, thanks to her for that, and thanks to you viewers for watching and for waiting patiently for the videos to come out. So we now return you to our regularly scheduled King's Quest II video. Okay, we are back here at the base of the tower, which means we should be getting close to the end of the game. I don't know if we'll finish the game in this video, but I think we're getting pretty close. So we do need to walk up the tower, but this game is fairly forgiving in that we can't fall off. We can't fall off to our death, which I think we definitely could in the original King's Quest II.
Through the window, you see the strange island surrounded by the colorful sea.
So let's set up. And here we go. That line looks very photorealistic. Some of the line doesn't seem to fit in with the rest of the graphics of the game because the rest of the game looks a bit cartoonish, but this looks like they took an actual photograph of a lion and digitized it.
This is the biggest lion you have ever seen. He could eat you with 2 bites of his powerful jaws. His tail thumps repeatedly on the floor.
What does it mean when a cat thumps its tail?
He's annoyed.
Yeah, usually when cats thump their tails like that, that means that something is annoying them and they're about to swat you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and try to soothe the poor kitty by petting him.
That would be the wrong move.
Really?
The huge lion just snarls at you. You might be irritating him.
Hold on, let's save here. I know all we did is just walk up the staircase, but just so we don't have to do that again, let's go ahead and save here. What?
The lion was large, ferocious, and very hungry. You quite literally satisfied his appetite. Unfortunately, you are now very dead.
The lion didn't even bite me. Look at what happens. Look at what happens. He roars.
The lion was
and
large,
he roars
ferocious.
so powerfully that Graham falls down and starts bleeding. The roar penetrates through him and opens many fissures in his body. And what kind of nonsense is that? The lion doesn't even bite him. It's like moviegoers all over the world had their heads blown off when that MGM lion roared at the intro to MGM movie. That's just ridiculous. Okay, so in the original King's Quest II, of course, we satiated the lion by giving him this ham.
Hungrily, the lion gulps down the smoked ham in one enormous bite. Seconds later, he falls fast asleep like a helpless kitten.
So you can do that.
It would be unwise to wake the sleeping lion.
You can do that, and it works, but there is a better way, because this lion is enchanted. And what do we have that will dispel enchantments?
What is that? He has something in that vial.
Which one? This?
Mm-hmm. What is that?
That's the potion of youth.
Okay.
I wonder if we could try that. Let's try using the potion of youth on the lion.
Turning the lion into a helpless cub would be ideal, but you'd probably get your hand bitten off while trying to get him to drink it.
Okay, so we can't use that.
Scroll down.
There's nothing else down there.
Okay, the ring?
Yes,
no.
let's marry the lion.
The lion is not interested in that.
No, the lion's not gay for Graham.
Shoot, I don't know. What is that?
This?
Yeah.
That's the coconut.
Okay, the sword.
Yeah, we can probably do this as well.
Oh,
With
shit.
one mighty heave of your sword, you fatally wound the large lion. He slumps to the floor.
Yeah, that is also an effective solution, but we don't want to do that either. No, the best solution is to use the emerald.
Okay.
Remember, this emerald dispels enchantments. So we use the emerald on the lion.
Distancing yourself from the lion as much as possible, you hold the emerald in such a way that the window's light passes through it and shines directly onto his tail. Instantly, something begins to happen.
Oh.
I cannot tell you how much I appreciate what you just did for me.
You are welcome. Who are you?
At one time, I was Hagatha's suitor, when we were both much younger. Believe it or not, she was quite attractive in her day. But during the course of our relationship, I fell in love with another woman. In a jealous rage, Hagatha transformed me into a lion to guard this door for the rest of my life. I have seen, or rather heard, many a pretty damsel spend the last of her days inside that room. Incidentally, I presume you have found the exit from this strange island?
Yes, but...
Then I shall bid you farewell. It is awfully drafty in here. Strange, I didn't notice that when I was covered in cat hair.
Okay. Speaking of cat hair...
There is a small pile of cat hair on the ground. You scoop the tuft of orange fur into your hand.
Alright. Well, hopefully that will be useful later. Alright, so,
A length of chain is tied to a sturdy wooden block. You do not need this old chain.
Okay.
You knock lightly on the door. However, there is no response. You knock lightly.
Okay, can I open the door? Oh, maybe I have to unbar it.
You lift
There we
the
go.
heavy wooden beam that holds the doors in place.
Alright, now we can go in. Okay, this room is in some state of disarray. I wonder why it's like that. Why is this chair upended and the mirror broken and all this stuff kind of falling apart?
Broken furniture lies scattered across the room.
Looks like there was a fight or like this place was ransacked or something.
There's nothing interesting about this old, worn-down furniture.
Okay. Well,
She is even more lovely than she appeared in the magic mirror. She sleeps soundly and shows no signs of stirring at your presence. You feel as if you could watch her like this for an eternity.
oh Graham, do you like watching girls sleeping? Like Hisao?
Unfortunately, it only seems like a fairy tale. The maiden doesn't respond to your kiss. Her sleep appears to be somewhat deeper than usual. You suspect a magical influence. You softly say some words to the girl, but she does not show any sign of responding.
Come on. Is she unresponsive to our advances? So close but so far. Okay, well, if she's under an enchantment, maybe we can use the emerald to disenchant her?
As you hold the emerald over the girl, you realize that the light from the window does not penetrate this part of the room. That is not enchanted.
Can we do something with this mirror?
A battered dresser sits to one side of the room. Its once beautiful mirror is half shattered, and the frame is warped and covered with nicks and scratches.
There we go. Is it... Does that glint mean it's reflecting sunlight now?
The current alignment of the mirror prevents the outside light from reflecting off it and illuminating this part of the room.
Okay, come on. Do I need to... I need to move the mirror again. So I need to click the hand on the mirror twice. Once so that he pushes the dresser in again so that he aligns the mirror with the sunlight.
You hold the emerald between the ray of light and the sleeping maiden. At first, nothing happens. Then she stirs. The radiant light streams through the emerald and dispels the sleeping enchantment instantly.
Hello, Graham.
Hello. I think you have me at a disadvantage, my lady.
Oh, of course. My name is Valenice. I've been watching you.
Watching me? But how?
In my sleep, from the moment you arrived in Kalima.
The lines in the sand. Those were your words?
This is a strange place, filled with much strong magic. Once you arrived, I discovered a way to communicate to you from my sleep. I hope you found my words to be of some aid.
Indeed I did, my lady. My heart was warmed greatly when you expressed your longing to see me.
I have come to learn a great deal about you, Graham, of your nobility and bravery. I know why you came here, and how truly deep your feelings are for me. I want you to know that I have come to feel the same way for you.
Something about the way she looks at you speaks 1,000 words. She loves you, Graham. She really loves you.
Aw. Just wake up and see a guy standing over you and bam, instant love. Okay, the game's not quite over yet though, so let's save here. Do we have the opportunity to... Aww.
Even if this is a dream, this moment could not be better.
Now, isn't this nice? What a pretty pair! I hope you're enjoying each other's company, since you won't be doing a great deal else for much longer.
The door! Why, you...
Which?
I'm sure it would have rhymed.
Oh!
I will not be so spoken to by the likes of you.
Why do you despise her? What has Valenice ever done to you?
She has the attention of men all over the land. Attention that once had all been mine. I won't allow her to take it away from me.
I think you should just allow the two of us to go.
And why would I want to do that?
We would leave your realm together, never to return. Then you would have all the attention you could ever want again.
Nice try, my pretty fly. But you are caught in my web now. And besides, the father would not want you returning and interrupting his search.
The father? Is he one of your male admirers?
You think that the father is one of my admirers? You silly boy. How naive you are not to even realize that the man in charge of your own army is the man who wishes you destroyed.
Is Graham pretty fly for a white guy? Also, I think, honestly, Valenice, her appearance reminds me of Sandra Bullock. Is that... I know you can't see her now, but honestly, whenever I see her, I think she looks kind of like Sandra Bullock. Okay, so... we have our final encounter here with Hagatha, and I think, this is the last hurdle of the game.
Hagatha is laughing hysterically. If you're going to try something, right now would be a good time.
Okay, let's try something. Let's kiss Hagatha and have her forgive us in a... oh, too late.
It looks like Hagatha had the last laugh.
Okay.
Were you listening? She says she feels the same way. How about some reciprocation?
Okay. Wait, can we give her this nice brooch?
There will be time enough for gifts later.
Okay, alright, so we have to...
Even if this...
Now. What a pretty pair.
The door! Why, you...
Which?
I'm sure it would have rhymed.
This is a sort of a risque moment for the game,
Not
when
so
Valenice comes back with
spoken to
that
by the
line.
likes of you.
Why do you despise...
She has the eye.
I think you should... We would leave...
Nice try, my pretty fly.
For a white guy.
You are you.
Okay. Let's save here, because... I guess we're supposed to do something here. Let's go ahead and kiss Hagatha so that she forgives us in a...
As you start walking towards her, Hagatha stops laughing and quickly casts a spell.
Oh, she didn't give us a chance. Okay, that is clearly not the
You've got to
not the
watch
solution.
that witch.
Alright, well, what does Hagatha really want?
She wants to be young again.
Yes, we might remember from earlier in the game, the one thing that Hagatha really is pursuing is that potion of life, that elixir of life, because she wants to be young and beautiful again. So, let's go ahead and distract her with it.
I have something that might interest you. A youth potion. Brewed from a nightingale, no less.
You have it? Well, don't just stand there, you foolish boy. Give it to me. Yes. Yes. This is it. I thought I'd never see it again. At last, I have the finished youth potion in my hands. Look at me. I am so beautiful.
She's still...
Guess the youth potion only works skin deep.
She still wasn't that great in my opinion. I mean, I guess she looked better than with the green skin and everything, but she wasn't exactly... I don't know. Okay, so obviously we need to do something with the potion of youth, but the potion by itself is not enough. What else could we use? Well, remember that thing in the Book of General Knowledge about how mixing animal hair with things has interesting effects? Let's see what happens if we...
You push the tuft of cat fur into the vial. It quickly dissolves into the blue liquid.
Let's just see what this might do.
The tainted youth potion has strands of orange fur floating about in it.
So yeah, you give Manannan a cookie with cat hair inside it. You give Hagatha the potion of youth with lion hair inside it.
I have something that might interest you. A youth potion. Brewed from a nightingale, no less.
You have it? Well, don't just stand there, you foolish boy. Give it to me. Yes. Yes. This is it. I thought I'd never see it again. At last, I have the finished youth potion in my hands. Look at me. I am so beautiful. No, what have you done to me?
Just giving you a taste of your own medicine.
How could you? I'll never be able to show my face anywhere.
Hagatha, you know some guys are really into cat girls, right?
And I have fleas. How bad is it? Let me see.
I'm going to guess that at this point we have to do something else. So let's,
Hagatha mutters under her breath as she inspects herself in the broken mirror. Luckily, she doesn't seem to be paying you much attention at the moment. As you start walking towards her, Hagatha quickly looks up from the mirror.
You will pay for this.
guess the youth
Okay.
potion only works.
Alright, can we do something with the mirror?
I look ridiculous. My eyes!
Whoa.
Hagatha's body is nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went.
How odd.
Okay. Let's guess again.
You'd love to walk hand in hand with her, but right now it seems as if Valenice is waiting for you to talk to her.
Alright, we can do that with this cursor.
Yes,
I beg your pardon?
you were trying to think of the best way to ask me to marry you.
Oh, come on.
As I said, I have seen you in my dreams ever since you arrived in Kalima, and I have come to feel for you the way I know you feel about me. So the answer to your question is yes.
At least let him ask.
I haven't asked you yet.
There is a far better question you could ask, such as, where shall we be wed? In your kingdom or mine?
Oh, come on, this is getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
There is something I must attend to in Daventry that may ruin the occasion otherwise.
Whatever you decide, my dear.
You manage to break open the door. The two of you venture to the smaller island, where the portal still swirls expectantly. As you step through it, you find yourself wondering where it will teleport you.
Back here?
We seem to be in Hagatha's cave.
How did we end up here?
I've no idea.
It's magic. It must mean that Hagatha is Graham's true love after all. Okay. Well, let's save here. I think we're almost done. Back in Hagatha's what? Okay. Well, let's see. Can we just,
As you exit the cave, you notice that it is night already. Also, the two of you seem to have some company.
Beautiful night, yes?
Yes, certainly. To what do we owe the, pleasure of your visit?
Why, King Graham, surely you do not still think of me as the enemy? If I had wanted you destroyed, it would have been a simple enough thing to do. No, I have come only to ask a question of you, if I may.
Of course. And what would this question be?
I wish to know, have either of you ever seen a wedding ceremony performed and orchestrated by a highly experienced and rather exceptional mage?
Not really.
I cannot say that I...
Well then, prepare yourselves. I promise you both that this will be a night to remember.
oh hey, everybody's here.
People of Colima, it is my desire to be reinstated as your custodian and protector, if you will still have me.
The crowd is silent. Then a murmur. It grows until finally everybody cheers in agreement and support.
And the pumpkins are here.
Very well. Therefore, with the power and authority you have reinvested in me, I wish to conduct the ceremony of these two deserving people who have chosen to join together in marriage. Behold!
Why is the dwarf here? I thought the dwarf is supposed to be an enemy. Hold on, the guy on the right is Neptune. Who's the guy on the left? He looks familiar, but now I don't...
What?
The guy in the...
King Graham of Daventry, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and to hold, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Lady Valenice, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love and to hold, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a wedding band?
Yes, it is a gift from Anastasia's parents.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. I think you know what comes next.
Oh, it's the enchanter. The guy in the orb on the left above the piano player. That's the enchanter, isn't it?
The crowd's jubilance reaches a new height. The people of Kalima seem only too eager to rejoice in your newfound happiness.
I cannot thank you enough for your service to me in ensuring the safety of my family. Without the Brotherhood's moral decadence of old, the people of Kolima can finally move forward.
And I will not forget the chance you have given my husband and I to spend an eternity together.
Your kindness will always be remembered.
Why is Batman here? Above the pumpkins.
Oh, that's so funny.
The legacy of your homeland lives on, due to your exemplary honor.
Now, King Graham, it is time for you to take your bride to her new home.
But my ship, my crew.
I have sent them home already. By now, they will have notified everyone of your imminent arrival.
Imminent arrival?
Trust me.
Wink. Winky face. Semicolon.
Good luck, Graham.
I wish you all the best, both of you.
Give my regards to the father.
As the vapor subsides, a deafening roar erupts from the audience. All have come to bear witness to your return and the coronation of your new bride.
Welcome back, Your Majesty. And may I say, never have I seen a more beautiful and stunning bride than the one you have returned with. I trust you found your journey through Kalima void of peril or incident.
Hagatha told me of your treachery. Who are you? Why do you call yourself the father? What are you searching for?
You need only know this. You would do best not to treat one like I in such a manner.
I must, with much regret, inform you all of a great treachery in our fair land. This man, he who has sworn loyalty to Daventry and its crown, is a traitor. He has conspired to have me slain away from home with the intention of pursuing his own insidious ambitions here. Guards, seize him!
You have made a terrible mistake, you know.
Wow, he sprang to his feet very...
Guard, halt! Stand back!
Prepare to fight for your life, are you? And with an old fool's sword. Be warned. You do not know who you are facing. Your ignorance shall destroy you. On guard!
That's a bit like Christopher Waltz in that picture. Okay, now they look like completely different people. Why do they look like completely different people suddenly?
It doesn't look like Graham.
That does not look like Graham. That looks like...
It is over.
I think not.
Thrice now I curse, and from the first, your family shall feel the worst. Soon shall you see they'll surely be in the most dire jeopardy. Then as
I like Jeopardy.
It's I who will sow the spell to cause your heart to slow.
We just need Watson to solve that problem.
For you the same. Over Daventry your heir shall reign.
Who was that man?
I don't know, but I will find out someday. I swear it.
Listen, we will deal with any curses as we find them, or as they find us. Come, you must show me around your kingdom. I wish to become accustomed with the realm in which we will be raising our children.
Boy, Valiance doesn't waste any time, does she?
Later.
Yeah, we can be coronated later. Right now I just want to start having those children. Wow! Graham didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to ask her to marry him. She said yes before he had a chance to ask. Maybe she can start producing the children before Graham has to do anything about that either. Well, this has been, AGD's remake of King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones. Overall, I really liked it. There are some things which... Well, can I ask you, what are your thoughts on it?
About what, the game?
Yeah, I mean, what do you think of the remake and what they did with the remake overall? I mean, it's kind of... I mean, how does it stand up to the original? Is it a worthy remake of the original King's Quest II?
Yeah. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, obviously they changed a lot, but mostly I like most of the changes that they made. Like I said several times now, the story of the love story of the vampires is my favorite part, but wait, here we go. Here's the cast. Oh, Hagatha was played by a male voice actor.
Oh.
Christopher T. Warren, who also played the Sharky King. That's interesting.
Possum Brittany Brimhall.
Possum is Brittany Brimhall.
Anastasia Brittany Brimhall.
Yes, okay, so it is the same. Oh, and she also played the town librarian. So, the same voice actors played the librarian, Anastasia, and Possum. So yeah, they did some weird digital filter to make the voice sound. Wow, Christopher T. Warren played a lot of characters in this game. Anyway, okay, and of course they had several beta testers, because projects like this tend to need a lot of testers.
Didn't you mention to me that the same voice actor for Cedric appeared in this game?
I don't know if that's the same voice actor who actually did Cedric originally. I mean, obviously Josh Mandel is the guy who played Graham in the original King's Quest games, but I don't know if that was Cedric's original voice actor.
Who's singing those volumes?
Probably. It says it was performed by Little Miss Muffet.
Really?
I think that just scrolled off the screen, but I think that's this song. All characters performed their own stunts. No animals except for a Wookiee. What? There are no Wookiees in this game. Or did I miss one? Daventry torched by flamethrowers united. King Edward appears courtesy of Daventry Resurrection. Oh, that was Edward! The guy in the orb on the left. So in the orb on the right you had Neptune, and then in the orb on the left you had Edward, who somehow spoke from beyond the grave. Of course, that's... I didn't recognize King Edward, that's a little embarrassing, but... I'm not used to games which have, like, close-up facial renditions of Edward.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that was that.
You scored less than 185 points. We encourage you to play again and try for the top score. Thanks for playing. We hope you enjoyed King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones.
Okay, hold on. So I missed 3 points. Now, here in Hagatha's cave, there's this thing here. I forgot to pick this up.
A glass dome, semi-spherical in shape, sits on the table. It reminds you of a shakeable snow dome toy that you once owned as a child. Inquisitively, you pick up the glass dome to inspect it more closely. Astounding. Within the dome's wall of glass is contained the entire island realm, quartz tower and all. Astounding.
Why ever would you want to take that?
This item denied you of your freedom. It is only right that you may do as you please with it. Or you could accept it as a wedding gift.
Valanice takes the dome from your hand.
I shall keep it as a reminder that, regardless of what transpires from this point on, I have experienced worse.
Okay, so we got 2 points for taking that. So we're 1 point short of the maximum score, but I think that's it. So I'd like to know, where did I miss the point? Anybody who's been following along this far and who knows, can somebody tell me where I missed that 1 point? Because I'd like to know. Okay, we can take a look around here, but I mean...
The skulls probably belong to unfortunate travelers who fell into Hagatha's clutches. Apparently, she is not a vegetarian.
Yeah, no kidding.
You have absolutely no desire whatsoever to pick up human skulls.
Oh, come on, Graham, don't be a wimp. That's not very metal of you.
The bird cage used to be attached to the chain. You don't need it.
Maybe the chain can also be a wedding gift as a symbol of the two of them being chained together forever, or maybe they can use it, maybe she can use it to chain him to the bed. I don't know.
Large, heavy logs have been piled near the workbench. Obviously, they are used to fuel the insatiable fire.
Yes, no doubt Graham will use his heavy log to fuel their insatiable fire.
The cauldron's fire does not need further wood at this time, and you aren't really a contender for the Kalima annual caber toss. A simple but elegant black cloak hangs on a stand. There is nothing else inside the cloak.
Okay, I guess that's it. And did we already look at this thing over here?
It is a crystal ball. Unfortunately, you are...
Yeah, okay. I guess, Melanie still follows us around. But unlike in some of the original Sierra adventures, she doesn't get in the way too much. She doesn't actually stand exactly where we need to go and block us from actually moving on. I guess that's it. I guess we've seen pretty much everything. Like I said, I'd like to know where I'm missing that 1 point, but other than that, this has been Let's Play AGD's remake of King's Quest II. I guess we're done. So, I guess I've nothing really more to say about in terms of the gameplay, so I'll just close out with my own opinions about the game. So, like I said, I like what they did with most of the stuff. There were some parts that were a little bit tiresome. I think most of the main complaints that I have I've already voiced during the course of the game. I am just a bit, a little bit skeptical about their efforts to completely change the whole canon of the series. I mean, it's one thing to add additional puzzles. I don't mind that they add additional puzzles here and there, but they really are, with this whole thing about the Black Cloak Society and this guy called the Father and everything, they're really changing the whole canon of the game. They're not just changing, adding some puzzles. They're really changing the entire course of the story, which seems a bit of a bold move. I'm not saying it's bad necessarily, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. I wouldn't have done that personally, but I mean, other than that, I think it was pretty good overall. There are some parts that I obviously didn't quite understand, but that's probably just because I'm not good at following along with stories and things like this anyway. Yeah, I guess there's not much further to say. I think... So AGD did go on to make a remake of King's Quest III as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think they did have some plans. There was some talk of them doing a remake of King's Quest IV, but that never happened, and I am told by sources in the know that it probably, almost certainly will never happen now for various reasons.
That's a shame.
It's a bit of a pity, but I mean, they had a pretty good run. They did some really good remakes, and so it was good. Yeah, it was good all around.
Are you gonna play King's Quest III?
I don't have any plans to do so right now, but we'll see what happens.
I think you should.
Yeah, but I mean, which one? The thing is, there are two remakes of it. There's the remake that AGD did, and then this remake that the other group, I think it's Infamous Adventures, they did one. So I mean, I don't.
I think you should do your AGD.
Yeah, but the AGD remake of King's Quest III gets really crazy into this non-canon folklore, which I'm not really too keen on. I don't know.
You can do both.
Yeah, but I mean, then it's kind of silly playing through like the same game twice. I don't know how.
You can do it at different times.
Yeah, I guess I could theoretically. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I guess that's it for me. Do you have any last words?
No.
No. Okay. She's a woman of few words.
Yes.
But sometimes that's a good thing. All right. Well, then we will say goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching our Let's Play of AGD's remake of King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones. It's been fun. I really liked it. Again, I'm really glad. Thanks to you folks for watching. Thanks to AGD for the all the wonderful work that they put into this remake, and of course thanks to Roberta Williams and all the other great folks at Sierra for making the original King's Quest games. Something like 30. Wow, it's been 30 years ago now. I think that these games came out. So. But they're still good games today. Still like them, so. And they still inspire a generation of adventure gamers, even today, 30 years later, so.
I'm glad I could be a part of the last few episodes.
Yeah, I am too. Even though you didn't have much to say, but.
I told you that was going to be the case, probably.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, she is a person who doesn't tend to talk a lot, which is.
Hope you guys don't mind.
Well, I'm sure they don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's fine. All right. Well, I guess we're done. So, again, thank you, everyone. We are signing off for now. We will see you in a future video, but until then, all's well that ends well.
Bye-bye.